In the city lived a great lady, a beautiful lady, and she had quite a time with this prince. Of course, she didn't know that he was only a beggar. The streets of Baghdad at night, disguised as a gardener's son. And one day, in this disguise, he met his fate. An adorable maid. And who do you think she was? None other than the daughter of that rascal, the king of beggars. Well, here's the fabulous old story. Let's cross the river with this caravan right into the exotic heart of romantic, fantastic Baghdad.
I won't tell you their names, but they're all queens in disguise. Magic black eyes. Take one look away, they're dangerous.
Look out for him. He told me I was the only girl in Baghdad.
So you are, my blossom. Why didn't you wait for Lillah?
I have a rendezvous of my own. Does the master approve?
Is she beautiful?
The sweetest girl in Baghdad.
Magnificent. Where?
In a boat tied up to a cypress tree.
A boat. Romance in a bouncing boat. Go away. Spoil the night for someone else.
Found what I've been looking for, all thanks to Allah. So from now on, you can sleep in peace.
You found what?
I found a queen, and such a queen. What eyes, the kind our poets call deep pools. I always thought they were crazy till now, but they're not.
Well, I suppose queens do play around the streets of Baghdad at night.
Oh, no, not this one. I had to leap a high wall for my queen. And here's...
I want you to send an arrow through his heart. But see that the arrow flies straight.
Yes, my lord.
If you fail, your head'll come off.
I will not fail, my lord.
That'll be the shortest career any caliph ever had in Baghdad.
Good morning, Father.
Ah, my little Lotus.
There's any trouble, there's no one to blame but you. You brought her up on fairy tales. You made fantastic promises, built walls around her, and then went roaring through Baghdad and forgot about her.
Forgot? Allah, thou knowest.
Well, you can't forget her any longer. You think that she's going to wither away waiting for your fairy tales to come true?
She's waiting. Day's journey away, the police of Baghdad knew I was coming.
Your Highness, no elephant.
By the dried skin of the hyena. Have I come 1,000 parasangs to visit the Grand Vizier only to be robbed? I demand safe conduct and another elephant. And if your soul isn't too weaseled to stop this rat catching, send a messenger to the Mansur's palace and say the Prince of Hasir has arrived with suite on matters of great importance.
Very well. You shall have your escort, and you shall have your elephant.
Ah, but now I want privacy.
Very good, Your Highness.
Oh, what's happened to Baghdad? My last visit here...
The living isn't very good on the journey from Hasir to Baghdad, is it? You know, I once knew a magician.
To me, you were all the romance of old Baghdad. When I was bored to exhaustion, I could escape and find you. Exquisite spoons made from the pear tree.
Here is pheasant from Mazandaran. And here the choicest bite of the wild antelope.
I get the bellyache just listening to you.
So, I go roaring through Baghdad, do I? Such a roar was never heard through Baghdad.
Please, Father, tell me, what did you do?
I have had wine with the greatest man in Arabia. Wine, music, even brought on his dancing girls. I looked at them, I thought of you. My lord, I said, these are swamp hens. He said off with his head. Wait, said I, wait. Not until you've seen the Princess Marcina. And so...
Never heard of the place. But you have been formally presented by the Prince of Hasir. Why, I've never been out of Baghdad. But who's the man who brought you here?
You mean my father?
Your father?
Yes. He didn't bring me from any place but the shack we live in.
But who is your father if he's not the Prince of Hasir?
My father is a beggar.
The exalted Grand Vizier of Baghdad.
Let every tongue be silent. His Serene Highness, Commander of the Faithful, Lion of the... I've combed the corners of Baghdad for this man. And while he was plotting with my enemies, I was arranging to make his daughter Queen of the Empire.
That girl must disappear immediately.
The Grand Vizier, stop him! Stop him! Don't let him get away! Stop him!
And if you're in Baghdad 1 second after sundown, that second will be your last.
Exiled from Baghdad? Oh, my lord, bring on the hangman.
Silence. From this moment, you are Prince of Hasir.
Prince of Hasir.
You Baghdad 1 second after sundown. That second will be your last. Your Highness, the sun goes down.
Your wedding gift, my lotus, and may Allah smile on you both forever.
Look!
Well, that's the most beautiful pearl I've ever seen.
Hurry up, man, when I thought you were lost.
Oh, Baghdad.
Where wishes are horses, beggars can ride.
The daughter of a beggar.
The daughter of a king.
Farewell, Baghdad. If you're ever again in trouble, send for me.
Run down, Your Highness. This way.